Newport Beach's Maddie Musselman is only 23 years old, but she's already one of the best women's water polo players in the world. After winning gold in 2016, Musselman doubled her total at the Tokyo Olympics earlier this month. But she's also using her success to help heal a community after several tragedies. Here's Chris Hayrie with more on this week's Hometown Hero.
Hometown Hero, sponsored by Rotolo Chevrolet.
Two-time Olympic gold medalist, MVP of women's water polo in the Tokyo Games. Has that sunk in yet?
Not really, honestly. I mean, I've only been home for a couple days now, but I mean, it's exciting. It's obviously such an honor to represent this country, and to be the best player in the world, to be the best team in the world is, it's what we train for. It's what our ultimate goal is, and to come home with the gold medal is everything I've ever dreamed of.
And you crushed it too. 18 goals, which got you the MVP. The semifinals game, a little close with Russia.
Yeah.
Would get 5 goals?
I did,
and then Spain 3 goals. Those last 2 games, what was it like for you to really raise your game in an effort to get you guys a gold?
I mean, something that we talk about as a team is pressure is a privilege. Close game with Russia, I'm sure everyone at home was probably freaking out a little bit, but still good for us to have that close game, that competition, that competitive feeling. Everyone wants that in a semifinal game, in a final game, and to have that and to be able to come up on top is the best feeling ever.
Could you imagine having a daughter who's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and then on top of that, MVP of the games in water polo?
She is her own person, always has been, and she's so driven. She was the child that played soccer, and when they're 5, they're in a little bumblebee group, and they just run around, chase the ball. But Maddie would score, and at first people thought, oh, that's so cute, she's scoring, and she wouldn't stop. And then she'd play defense. You don't play defense when you're 5. She just understood soccer, water polo. It was just, you can't teach that.
The entire country is rallied around you, but it may have been a little more heightened in this specific neighborhood. What was it like coming back to a parade essentially here in your neighborhood?
So special. I mean, it's super emotional as well. I think, this is a neighborhood that I've grown up my entire life with, all my family, all my friends. This is where everything kind of started and everything happened, and to be able to come home and see younger generations be in awe of what I've just done, that's special. That's what you do. It's what you want to do, be inspiring to a bunch of athletes, a bunch of younger athletes.
Maddie's inspiration also stretches beyond athletics into her community. Since her first gold medal in 2016, 5 young adults or teenagers from Maddie's Port Streets neighborhood have tragically passed away. So Maddie brought a piece of them to Tokyo and dedicated her team's first win to their memories.
Their families kind of rallied me together and gave me gear, gave me shirts to kind of bring those people with me. And they all played sports. They all, played in this neighborhood at some point in their lives. And to bring their spirit with me was huge.
For her to take the 5 boys that she knew and grew up with and was very, very aware of, school, etc., it was just mind-blowing. I still cannot tell her to this day how much it meant to myself and my family.
22-year-old Harrison Phillips is among the 5 who passed away, and a memorial bench has now become a special place to Maddie in the Port Streets community.
His mom always comes and visits it, and she actually came the other day to wear my 2 medals and try it on, and she had him around her neck, which obviously is so special to be able to have him with us.
It just solidifies their memory, and it makes it very apparent that they grew up in a fantastic area and they were loved, and they will never not be loved.
Now a 2-time gold medalist, Maddie is set to return for her senior season with the women's water polo team at UCLA, where she's also studying medicine with dreams of becoming a doctor.
To be able to say, I've been to the Olympics 2 times now, but I still have a year at UCLA, and now I'm thinking is how can I have an impact in that space and make an impact with those teammates that now I get to play with at UCLA for my last year, and how to make the best of it. And yes, you can look at what I've done, but I'm more excited to look at what I'm going to do and look forward to the next thing and how I can make an impact in that space.
You go, girl. What an inspiring young lady.
Yeah, and a lot of athletes, they get so caught up in moments of what's going on and that focus, that event, where she's looking at what impact she can have in her community, because they usually could just say, I got to worry about the Olympics, but make sure that she's taking her community with her and friends that passed away, their memory there for the parents and help them heal. And you said it, inspiring young lady that looks to make an impact, not just in the water polo world, but all over.
Yeah, and she's doing it. And I can't wait to follow her story down the line.